Today it's Monday, September 8, 2025. These are the parts for the white C63. The remaining parts I have it here. 1, 2, 3. The engine's here. Alright, and I receive, like I said, forget about that. This is M177 and the cylinder heads for the Jaguar there. This is not related to the 156, to the C63. I have received some parts. Now, what I'm gonna do today, what's my plan? I'm not gonna install the cylinder heads. There is a reason why. Needs permission from the owner, alright? But meanwhile, I can prepare the short block, alright? Dressing it with the timing components, put the timing cover, oil pan down, to finalize down, right? And I can dress the valves to the cylinder heads. I can mount them because I have the valve seals, and at the same time I can put also the new studs and the nuts that I have it for the exhaust manifold. Alright, now I have made an unlisted video for the owner and I'm showing him all the parts. I'm showing him also what was the difference between this piece, this pin that's when it's running the intermediate gear, and I put it outside together with the bolt. Now, let me bring that engine here, yep, and start working on it. I'm gonna show you one by one, step by step. Alright, this is for the timing cover, this is for the oil filter housing, the valve seals later on, I'm gonna address it last, head bolts not now, and the new pins for the timing chain guides, not now. Alright, I'm gonna show you in details where I'm gonna place these parts and what I'm gonna install today. Alright, let's start working on it. Also the intake manifold gaskets and the intake manifold bolts, not now. It's not now the time. The secondary oxygen sensor gaskets, not now. Flex plate bolts, not now. Alright, okay, cam adjuster bolts, not now, and the friction washers, it's not the time now. That's what I'm gonna do now, actually. I'm separating the parts that I can install now versus the parts that I'm gonna install later, and start putting it on the engine. Pulley and crank rear seal as well. Thermostat I can install it. Oil filter with the oil filter housing seal, keep it there. Water pump I can install it. The timing, okay. Exhaust manifold gasket, not now, obviously, but this I can. Alright, fine, let me stop the video here, and then when it comes the time I'm gonna show you one at a time, and the head gaskets as well, obviously, clearly. Where are we gonna put the head gaskets now? Alright, here we go. Okay, let's start working. Alright, before I continue, I just want to inform you that this video, like any other video, like the most videos, it's first for the owner. I'm just making it public. Alright, instead of keeping it unlisted, I have it public. Once again, it's mostly for the owner because he's not here. He can see through the video what I'm doing. Alright, then whoever finds it helpful, nice, not bad, everybody happy. I have uncovered the engine. I have taken some parts from here and I have placed it here. These parts, like I mentioned earlier, which the head gaskets, intake manifold gaskets, exhaust manifold gaskets, the gaskets for the secondary injection, the friction washers for the cam adjusters, the bolts for the intake manifold, the cam adjuster bolts, the pins, the head gasket bolts, the cylinder head bolts, sorry, one pulley, question mark on this pulley because I think that I need the small one, not the smooth idler pulley, but never mind, and crankshaft rear seal. So, and the damper pulley bolt, the new one, alright, keep it here, next to damper pulley. So, like I said, it's mostly for the owner, alright. Don't watch it because you're gonna waste your time, except if you have the same engine, the same car, and you find something useful. As an example, you're looking the part number for the water pump. That's the part number for the water pump. Or for the thermostat. or for the timing components, the timing chain and so on. Some parts I have received without a part number. Don't ask me, that's how they send it to me. Alright, this for the timing cover for the coolant path. That's what I'm gonna do actually now. Let me continue without dressing it. Let's get from here the timing cover. Wow. Why I'm struggling with one hand? Why the fuck I'm struggling with one hand? Okay, let's get the timing cover here. And now on the timing cover, 3 seals all in all. 1, 2, 3. Let's put it on to finish the story and move on with the rest. Straightforward. Lovely. I have also some nylon bags here. Why? Because I put the bolt and the pin in place. Alright, here I have it here. The nylon bags back to the owner. These seals I have to use both hands. I cannot do it with one hand. And let's get also the small piece from the stapler. Yeah. Alright, so Mercedes-Benz, Mercedes part number, rotation mark, lovely. This goes this way from front, and this one, it goes this way here. Alright, let me install these two and then timing cover back in place. It's not now the time to install it. Lovely. And the engine, I have to make it upside down, not like this. 1, 2, 3 seals installed. Then oil filter housing seal, the new one installed, that's the old one, and oil filter. Alright, here this goes out. The crankshaft front seal and this seal here, I have it outside already. Fine, let's put it on. Later on, when I finish and I put everything, when we put the engine in the car and we connect the oil cooler, I'm gonna do the same thing what I did for the V12. I'm gonna come from this side with I'm gonna remove the plug, I'm gonna put the fitting, and I'm gonna pass 10 liters of engine oil through the filter. I'm gonna warm up the oil. Exactly the same thing what I did with this tool for the 65. Alright, why is that? Because the crankshaft, the connecting bolts, and the connecting bolts, the connecting bearings, the crankshaft main bearings, they don't have assembly oil or assembly grease. They had the normal oil, and the oil drain out, and all the oil galleries are gonna be empty. I have removed the oil pump. There is no oil cooler here, and I don't want to crank it and run dry. Fine. That's why I'm gonna pump the oil from here. If I put assembly grease, if it was a fresh build engine and had an assembly grease or oil on the main or on the connecting bearings, then it's gonna be a different story, but that's not the case. Let's move on. Timing chain. Alright, assembly grease inside, timing guides, and for the oil pump, these are the old ones. The timing chain, the guides, I have it outside. For the oil pump, I keep it here inside. Alright, let's take the two boxes out and put the timing components. Let me bring also the oil pump, because I need to dress with this seal. Oil pump seal, old one goes out. I mount the oil pump, I torque down these 3 bolts, alright. We're looking good, fine. These 45 torques front for the gears, obviously it's not been torqued down. I haven't torqued it down yet, and I haven't torqued down yet these bolts here. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2 here for the bracket. Alright, now, I have said that 1 million times. This is the oil pickup tube. This from where it's sucking the pump. Alright, this one, it gets an O-ring, it gets a seal. Fine. This one, it doesn't get nothing. Because this tube here, what you see, with the baffle that has here the plastic piece. It's sucking oil from here, from the front, and it's dumping it back. That's why I'm saying it's a semi-dry sump. All right? One set of gears here is responsible to suck the oil from here, scavenging oil pump, okay? It's getting the oil from here, front of the engine, and it's dumping it back over here, and has this plastic piece to don't start foaming the oil, and this one is the main oil pickup tube that will gonna suck the oil, and then we're gonna distribute it to the rest of the engine. Fine. Now, why I haven't torqued down the bolts? I'm gonna show you. I brought here the oil pump as I remove it from the E63, from the other engine that I have there on the left. All right? Why I brought it here? I get the bolts, the 5 bolts for the pickup tubes. One oil pickup tube, the other one is sending it back. You can see here what I'm talking about. There is a seal here at this point. On this one, obviously, I mean, even if you go to watch the previous videos with M156, there is no seal from this side. It doesn't have, no need to have a seal this side. All right? Then, why I changed these bolts? Because, see this one? This is longer. And then I saw in these 2 bolts that there is a sealant on it. That means they have mixed up the bolts. This bolt, it's long, it doesn't belong near to the oil pump. This is the right size, all right? The correct dimensions. These are, looks like correct dimensions, but again, this with the blue Loctite is the one for the lower, for the rear. This has a sealant. This was probably, it's from the, I don't know from where is that, honestly. What I did, instead of scratching my head, I get the bolts from the E63, from the other M156 engine, to have a peace of mind, to be everything as supposed to be. All right, assembly grease here on the guides, the chain in place. Let me continue, let me torque it down to finalize it, torque down also the 45 torques here front, and moving on. Ready from the guides, 3 guides, not 4. The 4th it comes from up, all right. The pins are in place. I have cleaned the area, all the surfaces with a brake cleaner. Lovely. Oil pump, the gears, it's been torqued down. The oil pickup tube, it's been torqued down. Lovely. Here I have the water pump and the timing cover. A little bit of lubrication on this seal. I have already used a brake cleaner, I have cleaned the surfaces. A little bit of lubrication here on the gear. Alright, lovely. I put some bolts from M177, it doesn't matter, it's the same threads, same pitch, alright? I just put it to hold the guides in place to close the timing cover. If you don't do that, what are you gonna do? You're gonna make a mess, because when you're gonna apply sealant, you're gonna start touching on the guides, you're gonna touching here and there. If you do that, you use 3 cable ties, 3 bolts, it's much better. The same thing also with M157. And yeah, not M177, it doesn't have a timing cover. Let's move on, let's close the timing cover. Timing cover, water pump, thermostat back in place. The oil filter housing, I'm not gonna install it now because I think it's bothering me for the pins, if I remember right. It might not, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna just put the masking tape here later on, not now, until I put the cylinder heads, damper pulley and oil pan. Let me bring also the damper pulley and the oil pan to finalize, and the water pump pulley. Finish the block for now. I haven't torqued down the damper pulley bolt. Alright, it's loose. And I haven't torqued down the water pump pulley because I don't have the belt here, it's outside. I'm gonna do it later, no problem. I'm gonna leave it like that. So remember it. Obviously, you make the threads with the bolt of the pulley. That's how it's been designed. The pin, I already put it in place. I put also the oil cooler lines and one long bolt for the transmission lines here. Alright, down over there. Lovely. Now we're going to continue with the cylinder heads. What I'm going to do, I have the new nuts and the new studs, alright, here and here, and these are the old ones. This is also the one from the M157 that I put before. This, I'm placing it outside with the rest of the old parts. I have the valve seals here, studs and nuts, and now, one at a time, the cylinder heads. What I need? The valves, valve springs, retainers, cylinder heads, valve seals, studs, and putting it together. Yeah. Time for the cylinder head. Now I grab the bank too, nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's put the restrictor in place. Yep, the plug for the oil gallery. Need to torque it down. I will gonna torque it down. 8 studs, 8 nuts, and 16 valve seals. Alright, fine. The other 16 is here for the bank 1, and the other studs are here, and the other nuts are here. Now, valves. Valves, all of them, one second. All of them, they have the same pattern. One second, just to show you. This is for the intake. Alright, same pattern, 1 minute of lap. Alright, and for the exhaust, 2 minutes of lap, same pattern once again. Sorry. Lovely. The box needs to pointing this way, like the cylinder head. Let me put also these pins here and here, and then we're gonna tilt it to see the valve seat. Okay, back in place, back in place. Now this for the intake. Nice, good pattern. Alright, and this for the exhaust. Why I didn't do it at the same time? Alright, we are looking good, beautiful, lovely. What's remaining before I continue, before I mount the valves? Let me torque down the plug here and the rest of the studs. I'm gonna put the valves and you're gonna see it ready. Then I have to wrap it again and standing by. For you, it's gonna be in a second. For me, a couple of minutes, maximum an hour. Not an hour, less. Yeah, alright. Bank 2 is ready. Alright. By the way, that's the part number of the cylinder head. Alright. And that's how it looks like from down. Nice. Now, let's wrap it with nylon, storage it, and I'm gonna bring here the bank 1 to do the same thing. Cylinder head bank 1. Alright. We're gonna see that part number, this part number from each cylinder head when after we're gonna install it on the engine. Alright. Now, currently it's empty. Fine. Let's watch it. Wow. Like the same thing like the other one. You see a nice clean pattern, the same width in all of the seats. Alright. Yeah, let me turn on the light. No light, I don't know. Okay, and this is for the exhaust. Lovely. Then the valves. Oh boy. That's how does it looks like. Focus. All of them exactly the same. It's exactly the same because I have measured it, because I have checked it. Alright. Lovely. Let's dress also the cylinder head to finalize it. And cylinder head bank 1 ready. Alright, we're gonna see that again when it comes the time to install it. Okay, that's it for now. Let me wrap also the cylinder head, putting it here next to the other one and standing by. Thank you very much. Over and out.